Hi guys, it's Mrs. Critic, and today we're going to be doing something different. We'll be cutting cap for some of our Nollywood filmmakers and celebrating some of the finest moments put to film in Nollywood. Now this is going to be a Netflix edition, but there are other platforms we would like to explore, so comment below if you want to see us cover your favorite platform. So, let's begin. Oh, and small spoilers here and there, but nothing major.
Look at this life. Do you want this life?
Now, Living in Bondage is a movie that is on our Hall of Fame for good reason, and the opening scene is one of the reasons why. Now look, if you haven't seen Living in Bondage opening scene, you are actually missing what is one of, if not the best opening scene in Nollywood. It is a combination of the creepy score, the gorgeous cinematography, the location, editing, and that very, very dark end. This is as good a filmmaking bit as we've ever had.
Let's find a way out of here.
There is no easy way out of here.
Now, Road to Yesterday is one of Genevieve's better quiet performances in this story about an off-color marriage. Now, to cut the story short, Genevieve and Oris are having a fight in the car, and Oris, who plays her husband, walks out as Genevieve gets teary. The movie flashes to a different timeline where more drama between the couple ensues, and when we return back to the car scene, Genevieve is asleep, alone in her car, when an old man spots her to check up on her. Genevieve wakes up, rolls down her window for us to see her mascara-stained cheeks. Now, this is a brilliant moment as it tells us quite a lot in this shot. Think about what it means. We know Genevieve has been crying, we know she has been crying long enough for her to fall asleep, and we know Oris has been out all that time. All of this without the utterance of a single word. This is the kind of subtle filmmaking that shouldn't go unrecognized and earns a spot as a brilliant Nollywood moment.
My daughter, what are you doing here all alone?
Brother, please mind your business.
Elevator Baby has one of the best scripts out there, and mark my words, A.K. Mason is a director to watch. The movie mainly takes place in an elevator where a pompous and arrogant man-child is trapped with a pregnant woman who is in labor. Now, slight spoiler, so skip to the next movie if you don't want to know. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we were wondering if this baby was going to be born and what it was going to look like, and I was shocked that not only did they get a very young looking baby, but it was covered in all that AK newborn baby goo, or as AK Mason explains, egg white.
She was not going to let us rub into that baby, so that became another round of begging. And we told her that we're not going to rub anything harmful, we're using egg white.
This is the kind of creativity that is lacking sometimes in our movies, and why this makes it as a brilliant Nollywood moment.
Push! Oh my God.
King of Boys was on our Hall of Fame, but was controversially replaced by Last Flight to Abuja. But one thing that is undeniably brilliant about this movie is another opening scene. This movie opens with Shola's character meeting and greeting important people in a party as a host, and then suddenly, we get this scene to show the King of Boys kill someone with a hammer in a way that is juxtaposed against the charming host we had seen earlier. And we wished she had shown more of this violent, unafraid to get her hands dirty side of her in more of the movie, but we are grateful to Ms. Adetiba for giving us this amazing moment.
Clear the mess.
I have loved you, and nobody is going to take that away.
Sylvia is a movie about a guy who kind of has a spirit babe called Sylvia that he visits in another dimension, and at some point he falls for a real woman.
Sylvia, you're not even real.
No, Sylvia, you're not real. And he comes to break up with her, and she does not take it well. She is deeply saddened by it, but there's a visual transformation that happens. This transformation is shown with darker lipstick, darker music, and that look from Miss Balogun as if to say, playtime is over.
Richard!
I have been authorized by the board to take all of you to Abuja.
This movie contains the best dialogue a Nollywood movie has had, but that is not even what gets it on the list. Simply put, there is this shot. Honestly, if anyone knows how this shot was done, please let us know in the comments because this shot here is just gold.
I, Mabel King, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful.
Ishaya Bako's Fourth Republic was one movie I liked, despite Mr. Critic's opinion, but one thing we could agree on was Bimbo Manuel's portrayal of the villain Saint James. Holy shit. As much as he ate up every scene he was in, the standout scene was seeing James watching an already beaten and bloodied Lucky being strangled, before leaning in to calmly explain to him that all they were doing was just establishing a baseline of what would happen to him here. Like I said, holy
You're probably wondering why we're doing this to you. Why we're torturing you without asking you any questions.
I'm sorry, sir.
Or letting you say anything. You see, we're trying to establish a baseline here.
LionHeart is in severe debt. 950 million naira. What?
And keeping in theme with films I disagree on with Mr. Critic, we have LionHeart. But one thing we both agreed on was this shot is a genuinely gorgeous shot. Now we have a pet peeve about unnecessary drone shots, but this one is not only beautiful, but it shows off parts of the South in a way we've never seen before, all together following a LionHeart bus. Chief Daddy was definitely not our favorite, but give honor to where honor is due, and we were impressed with the attention to detail at the funeral reception. We'd previously watched the various members of the family argue about Chief Daddy's favorite color and the funeral Aso-ebi.
Please, what color of Aso-ebi are we wearing?
Blue, of course. That's Chief Daddy's favorite color.
Benny. What?
My husband's favorite color is gold.
It's green.
No, Chief's favorite color was red.
Red. Someone that's always wearing white agbada up and down. This is white.
In this scene, we could see each camp sporting their colors without it being mentioned. Well done for that one, Ebony Live TV.
Let me see that, hey y'all. Let me see that, hey y'all.
Clock is ticking. Tick, tock.
A second entry for Living in Bondage, and we don't feel bad about it, because this movie has plenty beautiful moments sprinkled throughout. This one is after Nnamdi's brother goes out at night and wrecks Dad's car, and Nnamdi and his brother are discussing it. Then we have this moment. Now the easier, less creative way to transition from night to day would have been this drone shot or time lapse of night to day. But this isn't a list of cliched moments. What happens instead is we slowly zoom into the car as we notice at the edges the darkness fade into light. Probably done in post. And then our uncle comes in.
Which one of you idiots did this?
A moment worth capping off our 10 brilliant moments in Nollywood. What's your favorite Nollywood moment? Comment below and let's have a chat. Take care and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye bye.